like?
Not really nice.
Nice? Nice means what? Yes. Huh?
It was worth learning.
It was worth learning.
Yes.
It felt open and it felt welcoming. And it didn't feel like it was like a place where you had to learn. It felt like somewhere that you would go to stay, relax and things.
And the teachers were like just like friends and not like a person from a higher authority.
Oh my God. Okay.
Different type of learning, inquiry based learning. They only asked questions and we had to answer them.
We had to answer some basic questions which we had learned in the lower classes.
Give an example.
So, in the second session, there was each and every session was divided into 45 minutes. Each means duration of each session was 45 minutes. So, in the second session, they asked what is a right angle.
Right angle, okay.
Right angle. So we used to say that its measure is 90 degree. So they told that that's not enough for us. Tell us more. So like that we went on going deeper and got to know what all we had studied.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. What all they had studied? Like what?
Means
At
they
the starting of the session of the right angles, we thought it is not that our IQ will be tested here, because it was means easy questions, and after something they contradicted our every sentence by their logic, and after some time they contradicted every statement, and then we got to know that the right angles are not only the straight lines that make the right angles, and the earth. So they gave an example of an earth, and they told about the right angle means the perpendicular made by the curved lines in the circle, and then they told that this was a concept that Einstein used in his theory of relativity.
Okay. So, how was the experience?
Enjoy.
Huh?
Very fun, and then something that you wouldn't expect. Normally when you go to school, sometimes I don't really even want to go because I have to wake up early in the morning.
Okay.
But as soon as I got then, the teachers, they weren't teachers who just sort of taught whatever was in the textbook. They sort of added their own twist to it. They added jokes and they made it funny. As in like they would like take something that was like common knowledge. Like for example, a rectangle is a quadrilateral with all sides all angles 90 degrees. But then they said that a parallelogram can't be a rectangle because it has a different definition. So we had to go and prove every single thing and how they're all equal. It was different because we're just accustomed to those things. We just take it for granted that this and this is true and you have to follow that. But here they made us think, why is this true? Like, why should we follow this? And there has to be some sort of reason why all of these are connected.
They involved us in the process of producing definitions and knowledge. They really tested whatever we had learned, how we had learned, and they also taught us that we should just not believe blindly whatever the teacher is telling. We should ask, and we should not be afraid for asking questions to the teacher.
So now are you asking?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
And how are the teachers taken it now? Don't look at them, okay? Don't look at them. No.
so we learn how to ask questions out of the textbooks and believe on teachers and all.
So you're not going to believe teachers?
So ma'am, means we believe, but what they tell out of the textbook we should believe it.
We will just not blindly believe. If they provide evidence and proper evidence which is reliable, only then we will believe.
They contradicted every statement, and then they told, how will you believe in a statement if every statement can be contradicted? Then they gave an example of Jodha Akbar. He said the instructor told us that Jodha Akbar used to see TV. Then he told, how can we prove that it was not correct? And then we got to know that it cannot be proven because means we can say that electricity was not there. But then the instructor asked, were you there answer every question. And the teachers were like very friendly. In one lecture of estimation, we had to estimate the height of one professor. So one boy instructed the teacher to lie down, so he could measure it better. And the teacher, without she lied
Any
down.
inhibitions?
Yeah.
Okay. So you like that about the teacher. So your teachers here, they listen to you or don't listen to you? Have you tried?
Yes.
I'm sure, I can guarantee we have such lovely teachers. I think you have not tried.
They sometimes feel that that our questions which we are asking, they are offending them.
Oh my God. Okay. Accepted. So see, we have teachers who accept.
So now what are you going to prove your point?
We want to make a presentation in front of the teachers or in the assembly, and then we can explain our mindset about learning to them, and if they accept, then
If there
They
should
will
be a
accept
if.
you don't
You have to convince. Now that is your task.
Yeah. There is no ifs. Okay? Because you all are convinced about this new method of learning. Yes or no?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
How many kids have got?
40 from this branch and 10 from our branch.
Okay. So you have 40 children. All 40 are convinced or only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are convinced?
All 40.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So might is what? Might is right. Yes or no? So might is right. So 40 of you are going to convince how many?
Yeah, coming back in January and they are along with the teachers conducting a session for the staff.
Yeah. Yes, you are going to conduct a session for the staff saying how you like this learning and how exciting this learning is all about.
One thing about the history thing we'd like to share, or the story.
History inquiry.
He told us the story about Jodha Akbar and how they fell in love with each other. He said that Akbar used to watch a TV show which used to come at that time, which was Our Dance Kare, and Jodha used to dance in that show, and he saw her and he ordered his guards to bring her to the palace, and then they got married. And he said that his teacher had told him this story, and he asked us to prove that he asked us to prove why was that story wrong. Everyone knows that there was no TV at that time, but he told us to prove that, and now we had to present proper evidences which were reliable, and he used to contradict every one of our statements. So we were forced to think, and we were, involved in the thinking process and in the learning.
Now I want to ask you one thing. Did all the children answer?
Yes.
All 40?
It takes certain groups.
Why do you think only few answered and 40 didn't answer?
Afraid.
Huh? Afraid is it?
But the feedback we got from over there,
Huh.
they said that it was a wonderful experience that these children were asking everything fearlessly.
I
There were
also
many-
got the same.
25 of them, other schools, they come from different places. And without fear, they gave a good questioning and answering. That
Even
was-
I got
everyone
the
told.
same this feedback, that you all were very good. You felt very proud. I came and told your ma'am.
And the history sir that was there, he used to say, means if we give any evidence or reason that this is wrong, he used to say, I am loyal to my teacher and I know what my teacher says it is correct.
Whatever. And even the last session was really different from the others. Others were on like school subjects like maths and history, but the last session was on the moral values which everyone has. So it was about how when we should follow, how much of that we do really follow, and exactly what are they, because everyone has all of the values incorporated in them, but everyone thinks that okay, so and so value is the best of them, and I will always follow only that value and not others. So they questioned us, why did you choose that value, and they also told us a story about one boy. Yes, and they told a story that he had stolen 500 rupees from his father's wallet, and he did not tell his father about it, and they stopped the story there. and they asked all of the students that how many of you think that Padu did something wrong. So most of them raised their hands, and they then asked why, how many of you think that he did something right. So some of them raised their hands, and they asked why do you think that, they asked the children who had raised their hands when he asked if he was wrong. So they asked, why do you think that he did something wrong? And those who said right, they also asked, why do you think they did something right? And then they continued the story, and they said that there was his friend, and his family was really poor, and his father had fallen ill, and they didn't have enough money for his father's treatment, and he had stolen the money to give it to him. Okay, so then they asked, how many of you think now that Padu was right? So most of the people changed their opinions. I also changed, because I was saying that it was wrong, because stealing is wrong. But when I came to know that it was for some good cause, I also changed my opinion, because he had stolen something for a good cause. And saving a life is more important than a life.
So essentially, they just made us think about our moral values. What do we value more? Do we value that saving someone's life is more important, or being truthful to everyone is more important? They made us think.
They used to give such situations which made us think.
For
So,
example,
so making you think is one big experience you had. So, what is it in our schools that we have and we don't have?
The teacher simply takes up one problem, she tells us the method how to solve it, and we directly copy it down. Or in science, the teacher just tells us the definition and we follow.
Why do you think she does that?
Ma'am, because she has to finish the course.
So then,
So
what
then
was the
how-
solution that you got during
Huh,
the session?
then what can we do? See, now finishing portions is necessary because we have the state government behind us. Huh? So that is important. Now, how can we solve this problem?
Extra school,
Extra?
schooling, and Saturdays.
Okay, we'll come up with some ideas. Let me see.
So we have a period of I think 30 minutes. So the first 5 to 10 minutes we will just devote to what we are going to learn today, and the teacher will make us think in those 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so why is this? Why should we follow this? Or we should just try to explore and give the teacher evidence. And then the remaining 20 minutes we can devote to completing the portion. So even the portion will be completed, and even the children will be involved.
All
in
concepts can be clear.
See, I would like you all, this group, to sit down and make a list. Now, one boy has said this, but that needn't be the only answer. You put yourself in the teacher's shoes and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me more than 10 solutions.
and another thing is that we have half an hour lecture, or like half an hour period. So instead of half an hour, you could change it to an hour.
Yeah.
So because you lose around 5 minutes of the teacher finishing that whatever she was doing and leaving, and then waiting for the next teacher to come. So if you did it to an hour, she could continuously.
Good, that is also a good idea. What you said also is good. So like that, come up with 10 solutions.
And then even having an hour-long period will also reduce the amount of books that you have to carry, because
Yeah,
we had
Good
some
idea.
less periods.
good idea.
And even these, half an hour lectures, sometimes they also get boring. But those 45 minutes lectures which we got at ISER, we didn't even realize how the time used to go by. We were involved.
The periods were enjoyable. And
So 45 minutes also you all didn't mind. Whereas half an hour you will look at your watches. Good children, I am happy that you all enjoyed.